Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Moving forward, a 27-year-old Newport man appears in court for Chelsea Bruck's murder. What is next for Daniel Clay? Plus, we are following two breaking news stories. A student hit and killed near a high school in Ann Arbor this morning. But first, a Macomb Township trustee ends up in handcuffs after getting arrested by the FBI right at his own home. Thank you for joining us this noon. Time now to get you updated on this breaking news that we've been following and also keeping you updated on our Click on Detroit app. Macomb Township trustee Clifford Freitas is charged with engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, including demanding and accepting money in exchange for official acts as a trustee. Our Guy Gordon is following this. And Guy, I understand he's going to be in court at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
That's what we expect, Rhonda. We know that federal authorities have said that there is systematic and systemic corruption throughout Macomb County government. This is another example proving what they have been saying, or at least alleging what they have been saying. This is the criminal complaint against Clifford Freitas, who's been on the township council, the township trustee, since 2012. You can take a look at some video we have of the most recent township meeting. This is back on October 12th. That is Freitas' second from the left on the township board. Now, we understand from the criminal complaint that was unsealed this morning from the U.S. Attorney's Office that, and here's a list of what he is alleged to have done, that he demanded that he also obtained sensitive bid information and then gave it to the vendor to help them underbid their competitors for that contract. And that later, when this company was successful in getting the contract, he demanded another $35,000. In fact, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office back on May 2016, they have videotape of Freitas accepting a $2,000 cash bribe from an undercover FBI agent. Now, Company A is significant because they say in this criminal complaint that Freitas was an employee of that company. According to his LinkedIn page and other sources, Freitas was employed by Rizzo Environmental Services. That company was connected to another corruption case in Clinton Township earlier and is now known to be cooperating with the investigation. So it appears that Rizzo Environmental Services is now involved in yet another corruption charge. We should be hearing more when that Trustee Freitas is arraigned in less than an hour here in Federal District Court. I'm Guy Gordon reporting live. Rhonda, back to you.
All right, Guy, thank you. Now turning to such a tragedy that unfolded this morning. A 16-year-old boy was hit by a vehicle and killed in front of Huron High School in Ann Arbor this morning. Local 4's Coco McAvoy joins us live from the scene this noon with what we've learned so far about the victim and certainly a lot of emotion, I'm sure, there at that school.
Yes, Rhonda, it's such a sad story, but we know the 16-year-old boy did not attend school here at Huron High School, but he is an Ann Arbor Public Schools student. And this Fuller Road right behind me, it was closed for quite some time, but it has since reopened after this tragic event. This all happened at around 7:30 this morning. The boy was trying to cross the street to go to Huron High School when he was hit by a vehicle. Police say the driver of the vehicle did stop at the scene after hitting the boy. We spoke to a mother of a high school student in the area, and she says this could have been prevented and blames the crosswalks throughout the city.
I was absolutely shocked and horrified because this is something that needs to be fixed, and it's fixable. What we need to have are crosswalks that pedestrians can push a button and activate a traffic signal that everybody would stop for, but it also needs to be a statewide law.
So obviously a lot of people upset about this, but the boy's name has not been released and it will not be released until his family is notified. But we are hearing that the school is working to provide grief counselors for students. Reporting live this noon, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
All right, Coco, thank you. We also want to keep you updated on other breaking news we're following, and this is about Volkswagen, as a federal judge has approved the German automaker's record-setting settlement. The approval means that Volkswagen will pay $14.7 billion in connection with the company's diesel emissions scandal. Volkswagen will spend $10 billion on buybacks and owner compensation, with the other $4.7 billion going towards programs to offset excess emission. The stage is now set for Daniel Clay, the man accused of murdering Chelsea Bruck in Monroe County 2 years ago, to learn if he will stand trial. Evrod Kasmi has been following the developments in court from this morning out of Monroe County, joining us now live in the newsroom with the very latest in the case. Evrod?
Well, Rhonda, tomorrow marks 2 years since Chelsea Bruck disappeared after a Halloween party in Monroe County's Frenchtown Township. And this morning, the man charged with second-degree murder in her death was in Monroe County Court, as you mentioned. That man, of course, being 27-year-old Daniel Clay, and he was recently ruled competent to stand trial. He was arrested just this past summer when his DNA taken after his arrest in a theft case matched DNA found on the Halloween costume Chelsea Bruck was wearing when she disappeared. Now, that costume was found in April of 2015. The body of the 22-year-old woman was found just 2 weeks later. Daniel Clay reportedly confessed to the killing in a conversation with his girlfriend after his arrest. Clay questioned that no bond be set and actually requested that no bond be set and that he should stay behind bars. Today's probable cause hearing was brief. It lasted less than a minute. Clay's preliminary examination hearing was set for next Wednesday, November 2nd. Now, Daniel Clay is also facing charges in a home invasion and rape case. That will also proceed to the preliminary examination stage next week. If Clay is tried and convicted in the two cases, he could face up to life in prison. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
All right, Evrod, thank you. We do want to get over to Brandon and talk about this forecast for today because, Brandon, we started out in the 20s in some locations this morning.
That is where I'd like to start because even though it feels a little bit cool out there now, let's just reflect back on where we were some hours ago. These are morning low temperatures. Look out in Ann Arbor, 26 degrees. We'll give you a close hand look here at where you were this morning. How about 31 in Howell, 32 in Monroe, morning low of 31 down in Adrian, 34 in Pontiac. 35 was the official morning low at Metro Airport. So we've done some good work here. We're all the way back to about 50 degrees at Metro Airport. Not quite there everywhere. We have the urban heat island effect here in Wayne County, closer to Detroit, more concrete highways, asphalt. It collects a little bit more heat, and so it doesn't cool off as much. But you see some of our north suburbs in our north zone, Pontiac up to Lapeer, still in the middle 40s. So officially again at 50, on our way to about 52 degrees through the afternoon. We've got a decent amount of sunshine out there. A few clouds will be filling in as you see that from north to south here. Rain chances are away from us for now. As we look ahead, though, a few things I'm going to talk about coming up, Rhonda. A cold rain coming tomorrow. We'll time that out. We'll look at the Michigan State weekend rain chance. Also, a good-looking Halloween. You're going to like it.
All right, Brandon, we'll see you here in a few. In the meantime, this afternoon, 2 people are dead after a minivan slams into the back of a garbage truck. It happened last night in Oxford Township. The garbage truck was on Ray Road between M24 and Oxford Road. The truck was having mechanical problems, so the driver stopped in the road, and that's when a minivan rear-ended that garbage truck, killing the male driver. A passenger in the back seat was pronounced dead at the hospital, and 2 others are recovering. Still to come here this noon, truck trouble. A new study shows that headlights and pickup trucks aren't doing the job that they're supposed to do. How this could be very dangerous for those out on the roads. But first, a deadly scene at a popular theme park in Australia. What went wrong and what the Prime Minister is vowing to do now. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Tragedy at a theme park in Australia. 4 people are dead after a water ride malfunctions. Witnesses recall the horrifying scenes as 2 people were thrown from the ride and 2 others were caught inside.
We saw this daughter cry and we think it was her mum that was involved in the accident.
Flipped, and obviously there were kids on board screaming while their mum was like trapped under.
Just a horrible scene there. The ride includes a 6-seat floating device that follows a water course. Australia's Prime Minister said today that there would be a thorough investigation into the cause of this accident. Over in France, crews are continuing to work on dismantling a migrant camp known as the Jungle, with thousands of migrants still in their tents. The camp housed as many as 10,000 migrants this summer, but has been busing out thousands over the past few days. Close to 4,000 migrants remain in the camp as authorities work to move them out of their homes ahead of the scheduled demolition. An alert for pickup truck owners. Headlights on these trucks performed poorly in new tests by the insurance industry. 7 of the 11 small and full-size pickup trucks tested earned the lowest score possible, which is poor. Excessive glare was a problem on nearly every model. The 2017 Honda Ridgeline earned the highest rating for the headlights on its most expensive models. Still to come, Halloween is exactly 1 week from today. How to get a costume that will turn heads and not cost a lot of money. Brandon?
All right, looking pretty good here in Pure, Michigan today, but a cold rain is on the way, and we'll have that for you next.
He's the teenage boy whose life-saving journey captured hearts all across the country.
Want to stand up?
We first introduced you to Trevor last year as he waited for a new heart and then finally got one. At first, everything seemed perfect.
He did well for the beginning part of the year.
And now, a crushing setback.
My legs just felt weird, and then eventually they got weak.
Tonight at 11, what happened to Trevor? The mysterious illness no one, not even doctors, can explain.
We made
Welcome back, everybody. In today's Help Me Hank, it may be tempting to buy an expensive Halloween costume or ask your parents for one, but there's a way to save cash and get the look that you want. It turns out do-it-yourself Halloween costumes are in. And here's some tips. First, start with a basic outfit, such as a simple black dress if you're a lady, or a guy for that matter, I guess. It is a costume. Then head to a nearby thrift store to buy accessories, fishnets, spikes, a cool hat. The accessories will be key in turning that black dress into a pirate or a rock star costume. There, nice, easy option for you, Brandon. And I know you like being a rock star.
And a pirate, do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is? R. You'd think it was R, but it's actually the hard C. Nobody?
Really?
1 or 2 people laughed out there.
I said I guess it is R. I was like, I.
Aye, Captain. Here's a look at your 4-zone numbers out there right now. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a good one. It's 50 in Detroit in our metro zone. Howell, our west zone, is at 48. North in Port Huron, 48 as well. And Monroe at 49 degrees. We're going to average about 52 this afternoon. You see some of the clouds filling in. That should be the trend as we head through the day. Partly cloudy and at times maybe only partly sunny, which again caps our temperatures. Still have these northwest winds. They're not nearly as strong as what we saw yesterday, but strong enough just to bring a little bit of moisture and partly cloudy skies through the area. It's going to calm down and clear overnight. So 37 degrees in the city. That means near freezing in many of your neighborhoods as you head into Wednesday morning. Then there's a cold rain coming through the afternoon hours. Weekend rain chances for the big game? Yes, but it's going to be early on Saturday. So when you're driving out to East Lansing or perhaps early tailgating, may get a couple of drips, but I think most of the day will be dry. Can we warm up for Halloween? Another yes, so we're looking good. Right now, nothing really happening. You see some clouds moving in. We're tracking all of this wet weather out here in the Rockies that will be pushing in here into the high plains, and then not much relief in temperatures as it comes in, and you're not necessarily going to love all of the colors that you see here coming in either, but probably around 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon we start to see the rain. Yellow, green is moderate to heavy rain at times. You don't want the purples and the blues. That is snow, and yes, here we go, central and northern lower into our north zone through tomorrow late evening. A chance for a couple of wet snowflakes, but this looks like a decent rain for us through the afternoon and evening, lingering into Thursday morning, but that should be about it. 9-10 o'clock in the morning starts to clear out. Most of Thursday is dry, Friday dry, but Friday night, a little wave coming in that will bring a little spritz or sprinkle early on Saturday. And then look at Sunday, Monday, Halloween, looking good. 60 degrees and some sun on Halloween. That doesn't seem right, but it is. Well, I'll tell you, we had a great Tasty Tuesday this morning, and we're going to show you again. It's a place I'd like to have the Local 4 staff meeting at. Amicis in Berkeley features very unique gourmet pizza and dozens of drinks shaken and stirred. Pizza perfectionists and business partners Maureen McNamara and Jennifer Stark own Amicis, award-winning pizzeria and martini bar in Berkeley.
California-style pizza. in the sense we're gourmet. All of our ingredients are made fresh daily.
We try to buy organic as much as possible when it's in season. We do seasonal.
Amici's annihilates the competition with pizzas piled with roasted artichoke, black beans, asparagus, and eggplant.
Our portobello mushroom pizza is probably one of our best sellers.
A Caribbean jerk chicken pizza. This pizza was featured on the cooking channel.
Gourmet pizza means this one has a peanut ginger spread with fresh chicken and pineapple.
It's natural, it's halal chicken.
And Jamaican spices. Hey, Jamaican me hungry and thirsty.
Gourmet pizza and martinis.
In a spot the ladies named the living room, Amici's is serving up 75 different martinis, from the classic dirty to a salted caramel or caramel apple.
We have a milk dud martini. We have a banana cream pie martini.
Amici is Italian for friends, and whether new or repeat customers, Maureen and Jen say everyone in their gourmet pizza place è un amico.
They support us and we support them. It's kind of weird to make money off your friends, but they don't seem to mind, so.
Fun couple of ladies there. Yeah, you got to make a business out of it, right? You got to make a living. Amici's Pizza offering you 20% off all of their gourmet pizzas today. Only today, but you have to mention Tasty Tuesday. Amici's located on 12 Mile in Berkeley. They open at 4 p.m. Go check them out, Rhonda.
Oh, I did this morning. Actually, 3 different pizzas. The Jamaican jerk, the blackened chicken, and the artichoke. And they were all so good. So definitely go there and try. If you can't today, go sometime. Amici's in Berkeley is awesome. All right, still ahead, a historic hospital and a hunt for ghosts. What our Paula Tutman found lurking in these haunted hallways. We'll have that for you when we come right back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are now, less than a week away from Halloween, so we thought that we'd take a look back at one of our more spooky stories.
In 2001, our Paula Tutman visited what's arguably Michigan's most haunted locations. Is it Eloise?
The Eloise Psychiatric Hospital.
In Wayne County. Let's take a listen to what one employee saw.
So, she's got light brown hair parted down the middle, kind of like a 60s look with the long stringy hair. She's usually leaning up against the window, just kind of staring out blankly.
How many people have you seen here?
I've seen her in particular. She's a clear one I've seen, and then I feel other people here.
Some photographs taken during Paula's investigation show glowing orbs in hallways, several rooms. These orbs are most likely the ghosts of patients that died at the hospital, their souls now bound to the building. Do you believe? You have to believe in order to...
I mean, if you're there, you're a believer.
Who was
from
the
everything I've heard
in that story? I didn't recognize
I know,
her.
Paula Tutman. Well, we pulled it out of the archives. It was 2001. But we do want to show you a special group of kids that are here in our studio with us. Guests of Brandon Rue.
Yes, these are friends and family from Macomb Christian School in Warren, and they're representing a special group, media and yearbook, and so they're learning all about on the air, behind the scenes stuff here at Local 4.
And they're going to take your job. Who's going to take Brandon's job? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're in trouble.
I saw a few of them. We did some green screen work earlier. Still have open enrollment at Macomb Christian School. Great school. A little tie to my church, Cross Point Christian Church in Roseville.
Nice. Well, glad to have you guys with us. Have a great day, everybody.
Tonight at 10.